Hi, I'm Dr. Rajani. Thanks for joining me. Raji's quick clip on Botox. This applies not only for Botox, but dysport, xemoin, and jeuveau. Why I'm doing it, the new Daxi, which is coming from Revance, is a 6-month product. We're going to be talking a lot about mechanism of action. Is it simply a higher dose? Does it have its own mechanism of action? I wanted to show you then how Botox and Botox-like products on the market work today. Really, we don't fully understand. I'm just telling you the exact mechanism of action through the SNAP proteins that we do not fully understand. But let's look at it today. I talk a lot about its role in anti-aging, in making you look younger. And Botox, dirty little secret, it really doesn't make you look younger. It doesn't build collagen. It can give you a little bit of glow. It can change oil production. It stops muscle movement. How does that work? Let's dive in. 3 seconds. So thanks for joining me. Click like if you like the videos here. Click subscribe and join us. Click the bell. You'll be notified of all the new videos. The mechanism of action of Botox is what we're talking about because so many people come and get it. And here's what you'll hear. Hey, inject me up here. I want a brow lift. It always works. It lifts my eyes. The reality is if you take away lift, you have to get droop, and in treating the depressors, the frown, which is what Botox was first approved for, one of the first areas, and it's what xeomin's approved for, dysport, and jeuveau, that stops the depressors. If you do not treat the forehead, therefore, you allow movement up here and you get lift. It's the same with the brow lift at the edge. There are downward fibers of this muscle, the orbicularis oculi, and those downward fibers pull down. If you stop the movement, some would use the word paralyzed. A lot of people don't like to use that when we're talking about toxins because people associate it with botulinum toxin, and people believe you can get systemic botulinum from this product. We're using micro doses with spasticity. With other applications, therapeutic applications, we use much higher doses. So we're using baby doses. Probably on the face, the largest area of dosing would be the masseter because it can get quite large. So let's dive in. I want to show you, there's a little kind of a video of how it works. I'll walk you through it. Understand Botox and those type of medications, the effect you're getting is from decreasing muscle movement only. And that's why when you go in to get it, and people say, do I need Botox or filler? Very common that people ask. No, you need your Botox-like products, you need your filler, your biostimulators, your PDO threads, and your chemical peels, lasers, and RF microneedling. It all works in concert together to rejuvenate the all-important aging rate and aging process. Let's look at this animation. I'll walk you through it. So if you look here, this is highlighting the glabellar complex, where the 11s are, or those two lines that go up and down. Some people have a single one. It is an injectable. There are topicals on the way and that are talked about. These are the depressor muscles. So imagine if you stop those, including the procerus and the medial lateral corrugators, you will then get a lift. Now, there's different botulinum toxin type A's. Those are the most common ones on the market, definitely the only ones really used in this country. And there's the frown complex in question. Now, if you see the light going down that path, that's the nerve. What you see contracting is the muscle. So it stops that muscle, that voluntary muscle contraction. Now, let's look at what we call the synapse, where the nerve goes to the muscle. Here you see those vesicles with the yellow dots inside. Those are going to release what we call a neurotransmitter, in this case acetylcholine, and that is a messenger to the muscle to contract. Now, enter the botulinum toxin type A. Those vesicles, through SNAP cleavage protein, are not allowed to exit for, as we know, about 3 months. So they do not exit the cell. When you don't have the neurotransmitter telling the muscle to contract. Could be a bicep, could be a calf muscle for spasticity. In our case, it's typically the corrugator, frown complex, the frontalis, the lifting complex, the orbicularis oculi around the eye, orbicularis oris around the mouth, depressor anguli oris turns the mouth down, masseter. Those are the main ones we target, and then the platysma for the neck bands. Those are really common ones used for treating stopping voluntary muscle movement. So you see how it works through that neurotransmitter process. I want you to understand that because there likely will be a case made that the newer 6-month one works through a different mechanism. I've seen the studies, I've heard the story. I'm not going to really present it to you. It's not FDA approved yet. It's coming down the pike. Do you want a longer lasting toxin? Someone sent a picture to me the other day of a dramatic brow droop. That would last 6 months instead of 4. I use high dose dysport and Botox now. I typically using xemoin use higher doses than Botox anyway, but definitely it costs more money for the patient, but I get more longevity because I shrink it down more, the muscle atrophies. It does last longer. There are ways. Let's see what the story is from Revance Therapeutics when it gets FDA approved. I know what it is, and it has to do with the mechanism of action being different. The complete story we'll talk about, do you even want a longer lasting toxin? What would you pay for that? Now you know the mechanism. Stay tuned here. We're keeping your skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.